So most people know that I've flown for many years. And one of the things I want to talk about is high stress situations. How do you deal with people in high stress situations and communicate with people effectively to get a mission done? One of the things when I was flying aircraft that we talked about a lot is cockpit resource management, CRM. We talked about how we, in a crew situation, whether you're flying in a big crew in a big tanker aircraft or in a helicopter with 3 people, or you're flying in formation, how you communicate with one another. A lot of mishaps that occur are due to the fact of air-crew coordination, how people talk to one another. And sometimes you'll be in a situation where you have a very experienced pilot and maybe a not so experienced pilot, so maybe that not so experienced pilot will not speak up. Or you may be in a situation where you have 2 people on equal level, but one person has a lot of baggage that's going on in their personal life that they've brought to the table that has caused a distraction. So how do you deal with these type of situations? How do you make communication or cockpit resource management better between peer pilots that you fly with, or you're in an organization where you're under high stress doing a mission, like in special forces? How do you communicate? Well, one of the first things you have to do is understand yourself. And I think we've all been there in situations that have gone kind of bad, and for some people, they've paid the ultimate sacrifice. I can tell you it happened to me when I flew helicopters, where my aircraft commander started a descent and didn't let me know because my head was buried in a checklist. And it was at nighttime and he got a little disoriented and we almost went into the water. And thank goodness we didn't. We did not communicate well with each other. It was terrible communication, which could have resulted in injury, loss of aircraft, or dare I say, death of another crew member. So how do you make CRM, or how do you make communication better? One of the things you could do is understand yourself. And how do you do that? One of the ways you could do it, and I've talked about this before, is take an assessment that Blue EQ, an emotional intelligence company, offers. And why do you want to do that? Because you want to know yourself the best way possible. This assessment has 5 categories broken out into 25 subcategories. And it talks about how confident you are, how impulsive you are, how resilient you are. It breaks it out in a heat map format so you can understand what areas you're really good at, what areas you're okay at, what areas you need improvement at. And it gives you tools right away of what is required for you to increase those numbers. You want to lead with some emotional intelligence, how you're going to react in a situation, how you're going to respond to other people in a dynamic environment, in a high stress environment. It's very important for you to do that. If you don't, you could put your team or your crew into a situation that could be dangerous or deadly. If you're working in an organization in the business world, this could mean the difference between a good bottom line and a not so great bottom line. So why not take the assessment? Why not learn more about yourself? Why not learn about how you're going to react in a particular situation, and to improve upon that if improvement is needed? Let's go, people. We're always trying to be better every day. We want to be better leaders. We want to be better parents. We want to be better people. So let's see how we respond to things and let's get better. That's what it's all about. That's the growth part. It's about growing. It's about becoming a better version of yourself every day. Sometimes you're successful and sometimes you fail. So why not, if there's tools available for you to understand the type of person you are, take those assessments. And then look at follow-on how you can lead with emotional intelligence and how you can take additional training. Blue EQ has a library of information that help you be a better person and how you can curate that information. Let's go. Thanks for listening to me today. I appreciate it. Have a great day.